Okay, cool. Fuzzhead, we were talking about a
Mm.
different game mode last night, just during our proper conversation. I think it's in the current build now, but I haven't seen any servers running it. What game mode is that called? Is that the command and control game mode where you kind of set your own
Yep.
point? All
Command and
right,
control. Yeah.
maybe you want to actually explain that, and because there's a lot of PR fans in the chat that maybe don't know about command and control.
I'll give a brief rundown on it. Well,
Sure.
it was run on TG a couple nights ago on a private server, but basically it was playing tonight. All right, awesome. Hopefully we get to get in there.
Nice.
I haven't tried it on a full server yet. But basic premise is there's two main bases, and you make your own flags, basically your own control points. You go out and place your forward outposts. You've got to place all four of your forward outposts. Once all four are placed, fully built, then and only then can you attack and capture the enemy's main base. So you've got to basically, scout out your own terrain, find your own tactical places, like strategic places that you want to place your bases, and move out from there. And at the same time, you got to be looking for the enemy's shit, blowing their shit up, and then taking the enemy's main once you've successfully routed the enemy off of your positions. So it's very hardcore. I guess you would say hardcore because it's we're not telling people what to do. We're just saying this is what you got to do. Now go and do it. However you want to do it, go ahead. If you don't
Take
have a
charge of
commander,
your destiny.
yeah. If you don't have a commander and your commander sucks, don't expect a good game. It's going to be awful. It's just going to be just a crapshoot clusterfuck. But if
Right.
you have a good team and good commander and people are listening, it's going to be one hell of a good time. You don't have to be tied to the flags. And the great thing about it, it's very replayable. It doesn't get repetitive and boring. Like on a lot of our maps, people go to the same control points over and over. They have everything like in their head, just like a perfect strategy that they do every time, and it's so rehearsed and so boring that we want to step away from that a bit more. We want to get more random. Everything random, we love. We want it to be as random and as a unique playing experience every time as possible. That's our goal,
Is that why
anyways.
Insurgency is so popular, you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. I think Insurgency's, getting there because there is literally hundreds of cache locations on all the maps, Insurgency maps. So you can't just go, oh, there's the marker. It's going to be here or here. You're not going to be able to know. You just know the marker is somewhere there. The cache is going to be somewhere in that direction. That's it.
And then as
You
a
gotta search.
squad or as a team, when you're on the insurgents and you see a cache pop up all the way on the other side of the map, you're like, oh.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, the thing with insurgents right now is they don't have. They only have 2 hideouts deployable. They're supposed to have 4. It's like these are their spawn points, right?
Right.
So it is making them a bit less mobile than we had intended. But that's been fixed on a client-side
really?
patch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hopefully it will be. Not client-side, sorry, server-side patch, and
Server-side
we'll be
patch.
sending out to all the servers soon enough. Like nobody has to download anything, just the servers have to update, and we'll be good to go.
Nice.
Thank God. No.
Yeah, this is the thing. Insurgents, like everybody knows, but like to play as insurgents, you can't use their same mentality as you're playing. Like if you're the British, you can't play as a British mentality. You really do have to play with an insurgent mentality, like hit and run tactics, like suicide bombs, all these crazy tactics that the real life insurgents use. You have to like think like that. If you think like a normal tactics, you're never gonna win because you're not. It's like we're trying to make it like a guerrilla warfare type thing. Like you're up against a superior force. They have the power. You've got to decide when and where to attack, ambush, and be smart about it. So it's a different style of play. I think a lot of people like playing as insurgents, but a lot of people don't. It's really like
Personally, I don't
thing.
like playing as the insurgents.
I don't mind it.
That's just
I don't
me.
mind it because I like playing the hit and run style. But
For me, there's just not enough girth. Like, there's not enough difference in between it. There's like, you either get an AK and you get a grenade or a Molotov, and that's it, sort of thing. Like, for the starter packs. I mean, the rest of it with the
You just
insurgents, you can't really.
well,
There's no real need for a commander or anything like that. You know, like it's kind of
no, there
like you
isn't
just
Yeah,
go.
because
There's time
it's
into
supposed to be
commander.
insurgents.
Yeah,
you
and
got
like
there's
for me, that's just completely different.
yeah, to each
Yeah,
their own.
Uh, yeah,
I
exactly.
want to mention I want to mention something really quick if I can. Somebody was asking. He was saying, "Oh, I like Operation Barracuda, the random AS on it, and is it going to be in any other maps?" I just want basically I'll give you what Barracuda has done. It's sort of like the insurgent caches, right? Where the flags are randomly generated each time. There's not as many as the caches, obviously, but the flags each time you play the map are in different random locations, like selected before. So
Hmm.
what that does is kind of like mix up the map. You start the map and the order of capture, like in the different combinations, could be different. Uh, we've already done this on several maps, actually, like Kwai River, Fool's Road, Barracuda. I think there's one more, but basically, yeah, we want to do that more. There already are, so you guys got to bug the server admins to put on the 32 versions, so that you get to play the new random AS. Because
The
that's yeah
32, they're only in the 32 player version.
yeah, this is the thing. Well, I'll explain. This is only needed for server admins, but basically the 16, 32, 64 nomenclature of BF2, that doesn't mean anything. You can play with 64 players in all those layers. We've just used those layers as different. Like 16 for us is infantry only layer. It's still 16. You can still have 64 players, but that just means
They're all
it's an
infantry.
infantry. Yeah, it's infantry only.
Nice.
32 is where we've done alternative like different setups, like with random AS or different vehicle loadouts, and 64 is the stock, full vehicle standard, which everyone seems to play. But we want to try and get server admins to try out these new game modes because we have put them in. They are in the point 0.8 build. But yeah, there is definitely random AS in other game modes, so or other maps. So check them out if you see them running.
Cool. And so people are in chat are calling about more boats in Barracuda.
Yeah, screw boats. They're gay.
That's your answer,
Now,
guys.
Barracuda is like one of those maps where it's like, it's make or break for the U.S. If you have a good U.S. team with a good commander, you really have to have a good commander, good pilots, good squad leaders. If those combinations don't happen, you're shit. You're shit out of luck. You're not gonna. You're
I
not
have
gonna
like
win the
50 boats on the map.
map. Yeah, good commanders are hard to